Now we're going to Brenda Jacobs, a partner at the Sidley Austin law firm in D.C. She joins us via our D.C. bureau to talk about the Obama administration's decision Thursday to levy anti-dumping duties on Chinese solar cells. Brenda, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Brenda, I thought the Obama administration liked green energy, so why would the Commerce Department decide to block the importation or make it far more expensive, rather, to import Chinese solar cells and by extension, cheaper solar panels?
Yeah. Well, the fact is that the trade remedy process, the petition process, is part of the bureaucracy. It's really not part of the political process. And the Commerce Department staff, who are responsible for determining whether there is dumping or subsidies, think they're just following the rules. Unfortunately, we're faced with slightly different rules when it comes to China because the Commerce Department considers China to be a non-market economy, so it applies rules that make it far more likely that it will find dumping or subsidies.
Okay, Brenda, for those who haven't followed this case, let's set out the players here. Who actually filed for trade protection here in the United States? Was it the whole solar industry or just a couple of companies?
No, actually, it was filed by one company. SolarWorld filed a petition. It was joined by 6 other companies, only 2 of which have been publicly identified. The other 4, we don't know who they are publicly. They don't represent the whole industry. By rules, they have to represent at least 50% of those who have expressed a view.
Now,
so
Brenda,
that's all there is.
In the interest of disclosure, who do you represent on this case? Which side?
I represent some of the Chinese solar companies that are exporting to the United States.
Okay. Now, these are very, very high tariffs, anti-dumping duties that Commerce decided in a preliminary decision to impose, upwards of 30% for 2 companies, and some, I think, 59 more, and then 250% for the rest. What effect is this going to have on the U.S. economy and on the solar industry here?
Well, obviously it's going to mean some increased prices for new installations. That's sort of inevitable. The modules that are subject to these duties account for about half of the cost of installations. So unless costs can be cut elsewhere in the installation process, and that's where a lot of U.S. jobs are involved, that means that prices are going to have to go up. Or else it also means that if consumers and utilities are unwilling to pay the additional amounts, there simply will be fewer solar installations.